Okay. There's something else that I wanted to unpack tonight. You also might be wondering, like, why is Olivia turning on the camera and making all this fucking content about shit that we don't care about? Or maybe you do care about it. Here's the thing. Here's why I'm doing it. Because there was no nuance for me. Like, there was no one at all who was making this kind of content. And here's the thing that I realized: when you don't see the process, this shit looks impossible. Like, you start to, maybe not you, I start to feel like I can't do this because I don't know anyone who's done it. There's no one around me who's doing it. And it's very possible everyone around you is telling you that you can't do it, because, like, that's literally what was happening for me. It was just like a ton of people who were like, yeah, no one like you has ever done it. No one like you will ever do it. You can't do it. And it's like, wherever I am now in my life, I have people who are totally the opposite of that. Like, every single person is like, you can do it. You can heal from it. Here is a solution to the thing that you're struggling with. Like, all of this stuff. And it's just like completely opposite from the way that, in my more adolescent years. Like, people are actually accountable and they actually care and they actually want, like, better for you and for them. Um, and like, for bed. Nighty night 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 night. Good night. Thank you, Google. Isn't it? It is also very cool to have Google say that every night, because it does make me feel good. Going back. So the reason I want to talk about starting from the bottom is because, like, when you start from the bottom and you work your way up, you see the other people who are where you are. You can kind of look to the right and the left, and you can see the other people in the trenches. And you guys can, it's not like you're struggling together. I would call it like you can grow together. And you can share resources, and you can share opportunities, and you can really make friends with other people who are trying. Because here's another thing that I wanted to actualize. Like, I have seen so many people, black people specifically, give up before they even get started. It's like before they've even had an opportunity to, like, try something and fail, they, like, give up. They give up on themselves. I've done that a lot of times, where I've given up on myself. And what do you do with that? You can't do anything with that. I guess that's why I realized, like, I understand, like, some people don't care about watching my content. Some people don't care about these weird conversations that I have and these strange opinions that I'm sharing. They don't care. They don't care. But there's probably one person, two people who do care. Like, they really do care. And, like, I think that it's more important for me to make the content for those people who do care, as opposed to thinking about what the people who don't care believe. You know? Yeah, like, the people who don't care, this isn't for them. How they feel, I'm not saying it's not important, but honestly, it's not important. And, like, I can't live for them. I can't live for them. Like, I have to live for me. I have to live for me. Sometimes that's hard. Sometimes it's hard. Sometimes it's better. Sometimes it's just better to know that the little, like, okay, here's an example. Now, if you, I got this blanket the other day. Okay, I got this blanket. Got it at Macy's. Okay, and it's like $130 blanket, but I got it for like $30 or something. It's so warm. It's so warm, and it's so great, and it's gonna be like my new favorite blanket. I'm gonna love it, and it's gonna be great. And it's just like a small victory for me. It's a small victory for me that doesn't have anything to do with anyone else. It's not hurting anyone else. Other people probably don't care. They don't have to care. But also, like, I could spend the $30 on this blanket for me. This blanket is bringing me a lot of joy. I'm happy with this blanket. I like it a lot. And like, yeah, like you don't have to like my blanket because it's not your blanket, it's mine. And like, that's enough for me. That is enough for me. And I would encourage you to think about, what are the things that you have that make it enough for you? Maybe it's just like a photograph. Maybe it's a bear. Maybe it's a person. Maybe it's an audio message. Maybe it's a photograph. Maybe it's like a series of photographs. I don't know what it is for you because like I'm not you. But whatever it is for you that makes it meaningful, that gives some meaning to, I don't know, your experience wherever you are now, I think that you should unpack that for yourself and just realize that like that's enough. I'm sorry, this soccer thread is incredible. This is just incredible. Hold on a second, this is so funny.